their dads in New Hampshire. I will tell you, it's really, really important election. And I tell you, I just saw a T-shirt that she's proud to be a deplorable. I am. Because that's the majority of American people. And you know, this week we're having a great week. You won't read it in newspapers, but our administration was just named the #1 administration for economic policy in the United States of America. And I bring that up not because I'm governor. I'm bringing that up because Donald Trump is running for president as a businessman. And there's nothing wrong with having a businessman run something. And he is the only candidate who's ever run anything legitimately. You know, somebody told me yesterday, but he didn't pay taxes. My issue is very simple. Did he break the law? Because if he didn't break the law, you cannot just donate money to the government because that's considered a contribution. So I don't defy anybody to willingly want to pay taxes they don't owe. So with that, I really am every day stronger and stronger supporter of Donald Trump. As a matter of fact, I honestly don't understand how any American citizen can vote for the opposition.
It's really great. It might be a what? Come up here, honey. Oh, what? We were driving in and she was seeing horses, and I brought her to the right place. You want to say a couple words?
Thank you guys so much for having us. This is fantastic. You know, it's so funny. I see so many beautiful women in the audience. I thought women didn't vote for Donald Trump. Mainstream media, right? I've had the honor to go across this country and speak to women, to men, to kids, to everybody about my father-in-law. And I'll tell you, as an outsider coming into this family, I feel like I do have a unique perspective into who the Trump family is and who Donald Trump is. I moved to New York about 9 years ago from North Carolina. And yeah, thank you, North Carolina fan. And I actually moved to go to school. I thought I'd be there about a year to finish the class that I started, and met a guy named Eric. Stayed a little longer. I can certainly tell you I had no idea what was to come. Not only that I would be part of a presidential campaign, but part of a movement. And that is what has happened in this country. We have a movement because people are sick and tired of what has been happening in this country, and we're ready to take our country back.
Yeah.
They say that every election is important. That is true. This election, in my opinion, is the most important election of any of our lifetimes. This is history happening every single day in this country. They will write down what happens in this election in the history books because it will change the course of our country. It's an honor for me to be here today, to be a part of this family, to speak on behalf of a man who not only do I love and respect, but I think will be an incredible 45th president for the United States. So thank you so much for having us here. I'll turn it back over to Eric, but are you guys ready for November 8th? Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Didn't I get a good one? Yeah! In fact, we just got married, what, 2 years ago?
Our anniversary is November 8th.
Yes. Whoever knew we were going to be doing this. You know, honestly, I have to say, I'm the farthest thing from a politician. But doing this has been one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. Because it is about getting our country back. We see the nonsense that happens every single day, and quite frankly, having a front row seat to this whole election has made it more clear to me than, quite frankly, ever before. The corruption, the greed, the nonsense, the waste, the abuse within government, and it is so, so sad. It's so sad how broken the system really, truly is. We're a country that has $20 trillion worth of debt. I don't need to tell anybody that. $20 trillion worth of debt. That's gone up by $11 trillion over roughly the last 7.5 years. We're running our country into the ground. We have an educational system for all the kids, and I see a beautiful young boy back there, but we have an educational system right now that's ranked 30th in the world. Reading comprehension is 34th in the world. Math skills, I think, is 37th in the world. It's absolutely terrible. We're failing to educate the next generation of Americans. We have median income. Median income in this country is stagnant. People are making no more money than they were 15 years ago. But yet expenses have gone up. Your taxes have gone up. Utilities have gone up. Gas has gone up. Everything else around you has gone up. We have a healthcare system that's a disaster. And then just pulled out of it. Everybody read those stories. You did get to keep your doctor. You did get to keep your plan. And you were supposed to have saved $2,500 per family, right? The reality is the average family today spends $4,500 more, and the real net effect of Obamacare doesn't kick in until the end of this year. It is incredibly, incredibly scary. We have 100 million people, 95 million people to be exact, out of the workforce in the United States. We've lost 1 in 3 manufacturing jobs since Bill Clinton signed that. 1 in 3, right? They're gone. They're in Mexico, they're in China, they're in every other country other than our own. Last week, and I think you guys have probably heard this, but Ford moved one of the biggest portions of their company, or announced the move of one of the biggest portions of their company, the small car division, to Mexico. Now this is Ford. I mean, this is a company that started mechanized production. This is a company that started the assembly line. This is one of the great symbols of America and American might and the Model T, and we all know what that company means for America, not only economically, but symbolically. And it's gone. It's leaving. And that's happened with Nabisco, and that's happened with Carrier, and that's happened with 1,000 other companies. And I can tell you, I've gone all across the country with my father, and every place I go, we either have a rally in them, or we walk through them, or we drive past them. Factories that were boarded up, that once had such tremendous life and energy, and employed so many people, and took care of so many families, and provided opportunity and the American dream for so many kids and young adults. And now they're boarded up, and those jobs have left our shores. And it's truly tragic. But despite the economic problems, despite having a military that's at the lowest level of readiness in modern history, despite the fact that we have the lowest ship levels, the lowest troop levels, the lowest aircraft levels, we're flying bombers that were made in 1950, the B-52s. We're flying fighters that were made in the mid-60s, and we're using that to defend our shores. It's truly tragic. We have 22 veterans that commit suicide every single day. 22 veterans. We have a VA that is a total mess and is full of fraud, waste, and abuse. And I was reading an article yesterday that said only 5% of the people who worked at the VA were actually veterans, which probably tells you a little bit about the problem that they have in that administration. It's awful. And beyond that, we've lost so much respect as a country. Our president shows up in China 2 weeks ago. They didn't even bring a staircase out to the plane. The Air Force One of the great symbols of American might, of America, has been flown millions and millions and millions of miles. And for every major conflict, into every major country, and to represent our country so well as it's always done, it's flown so many miles. China doesn't even bring a staircase to Air Force One. The president has to get off through the service entrance of the plane. No red carpet, no marching band, no dignitaries. I mean, this is what we are as a country, or this is what we're perceived to be by other countries right now. We need to restore that respect. We give a country like Iran $150 billion, a country that truly detests America and what we stand for as people. We give them $150 billion. Last week, the head of Iran, in an interview with Chuck Todd, was saying, "You still owe us more." And despite that, every single day, they're tormenting our warships as we sail up and down the coast. This is a level of respect foreign nations have for the current administration and for our country. And it's sad, and guys, we are going to fix that. We are absolutely going to fix that. And it's not that hard to do. It's not that hard to do. We need somebody with common sense. We need somebody with a lot of practicality. We need somebody who will fight on behalf of Americans, fight on behalf of the American people. We need somebody who will reduce taxes. We need somebody who will strip regulations, who will get rid of fraud and waste and abuse, who is 100% committed to having the strongest military on the planet Earth, who is strongly committed to taking care of vets, who is strongly committed to fixing, again, that educational system that I mentioned before, which is leaving generations, next generation of America behind. We are going to make America great again. We are going to make America strong again. We are going to return prosperity to this country, and I promise you guys on November 8th, you will make us so proud when everybody gets out to the polls. So, thank you all for having me. I'm excited to go pick some apples. On a much softer note, I'm really excited to pick some apples. So, hey, thank you so much, and thank you so much to the governor, and thank you so much to Jeff and the whole family. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.